Hey, I'm Trevor from Punchline, out on tour with the Spill Canvas and Selfish Things. We're here in Chicago at the Bottom Lounge, and we're talking a little bit about our gear and our setup. So I'm playing on this tour thanks to my good buddy Matt from Pittsburgh, an orange Rocker Verb 50. It's a beautiful 212 combo. The great thing I love about it, all these years of hauling big stuff, you know, huge 4x12s, this thing cranks, it screams, and everything's mic'd up, monitors coming right back at me. So it's really nice to play a combo, keep things a little more contained. So tone-wise for the Rocker Verb, I definitely like to use the dirty channel, and what I'll do is kind of have my gain up about 50%, and when I need to kind of be dynamic, I'll use my guitar to roll it back a little bit. As far as EQ, a little bit of bass, but kind of roll that off. I do like some mid punch, and I'll talk a little bit about that with my guitar too. And then some brightness, some treble. And as far as verb, I'll usually keep that pretty minimal, like 1%, because I'll use my Boss reverb to really wash things out when I need that kind of ambience. And here's my simple lineup of my Boss pedals: my trusty tuner, my digital delay, and my reverb delay. And I got my tap tempo because, you know, sometimes we have these songs where we need a very specific rhythmic delay, and that's nice to be able to do on the fly and kind of change around, you know, the ambience and so on. Basically, I'm usually playing without these effects on, but there's certain songs that for Punchline that definitely call for the delay. One is Universe, that I use this tap tempo delay in particular to really get that. I kind of have this high riff, you can hear it on the record, and you know, it's a very kind of integral part of that piece. So that goes on at certain moments, chorus. The reverb, I'm not usually playing with a lot of reverb on. I like to keep it a little tighter. But it's perfect for just some really washed out parts. We have some kind of watery bridges and everything, so that's really nice. Or some impacts just kind of make a splash. And like I said, the reverb on the amp is usually pretty mellow. I do love reverb, but when we're playing fast and everything, to keep things tight, it's best to have that dialed back. This is my baby, my electric guitar. It's a Fender American Fat Telecaster. Fat Telecaster because of the humbucker up front. And in the back, I swapped it out for a hot rail, which it's just high gain, and for the kind of music we're playing, it's just perfect, really mid-range. So I'm usually staying on the hot rail. The big thing for me is I'm riding my volume all through our set, really trying to be dynamic, as well as, you know, we play power chords and we play heavy, but that doesn't mean there's spots that can't come down, and so I try and really be aware of pick dynamic and be dynamic with my playing as well as my volume. And this thing has been with me for nearly 20 years, and it is just so solid, stays in tune like nothing I've played. And the other cool thing, I can just get so many different tones just by selecting through the pickups. Again, I'm mostly staying on the hot rail, but that option is there if there's something that needs a little more roundness to it. For my strings, I play Ernie Balls 11s, and as far as my pick, I love the Dunlop, the orange 0.60 millimeters. As far as tuning, we're playing half step down in standard position. I'm that most of all of our songs, and you know, just gives it a little more thickness, a little more richness, and helps us to hit those high notes really nice. Back when I was seeking out this guitar, NoFX was a huge inspiration to me, still is, and El Jefe always was playing a Tele and had the dopest sound I could ever hear. So I was in search of a Tele, and I found this one at my local guitar shop in Bucks County, and I loved it right off the bat, but it just had kind of a thinner sound than I was looking for, and I was hearing those No Effects records just sounding so thick, and that's when I came upon the hot rail and swapped that out. And the cool thing is, again, that I could still get a classic telly tone, which is always nice in the studio to play around with different tones. So it's been with me a long time, and I think I'll probably be buried with it. So yeah, we have a brand new album out, Lion. I recommend coming to the show, buying the vinyl. And otherwise, listen online, follow us on Spotify, listen anywhere. Type in Punchline Lion and you'll find us.